One of my favorite things about my Durston XMid tent is that you can put the rainfly up first. This is really nice if it's raining out, and you can put the rainfly up. The rainfly can get wet. When you put the interior tent up, it stays dry so you don't start out with a wet tent. Now, it's not raining right now. It's actually really beautiful out here right now. It was raining this morning when I took the tent down, so my inner tent is still dry because I took it down basically the same way in reverse. This is my rainfly, which is soaking wet. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rainfly up first, keeping my inner tent dry while I do it. I'm going to go ahead and set up the rainfly first so you can see how that works. First thing to do is set up the rainfly just like you would normally set up the tent. There's no difference. Stake out the four corners into a nice rectangle. Alright, I've got all the stakes in now, so next up is to insert the poles. The Durston XMid is a trekking pole tent. I, however, only ever carry one trekking pole, and that's because I have the GoPro and I need a hand-free. So they have a pole that they sell. It's very lightweight. It weighs less than another hiking pole would be. So that is the second pole that I use to put up the tent. Alright, the rainfly is up. Now all I have to do is just set up the inner tent inside the rainfly. This is what it looks like inside. You can see how it would be nice and dry to assemble everything underneath the rainfly. Setting up the tent inside the rainfly is pretty easy. All you have to do is take these clips, and then up here where the hiking pole goes, that's where those will clip into. Both clips are now fastened. All I have to do now is just clip the corners. And this is all there is to clip the corners. Just fasten those clips on each corner. That's that. It is all set up, and the rainfly would have kept the tent dry if it had actually been raining. As it was, the rainfly was really wet when I took it out of the bag since it rained overnight. It's already dry just by the time I set everything up, so it dried very quickly, which is good. Inner tent is completely dry. And that's how it works. That is one of my favorite things about this tent. So I am looking forward to one day getting it tried out in an actual rainstorm. I feel like it always rains when I go backpacking, and since I got this tent, it hasn't hardly rained at all. It's a complete downpour out here. And I'm so happy. My tent lets me set up the rainfly first, so hopefully the inner tent is still dry. Because as I was setting up the rainfly, the water was pooling on top of it. Oh my gosh, it's so cold and wet right now. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.